Well, hello and welcome to another Daily Dominion. We just have a single expansion as it is a Tuesday today, and the expansion in question seems to be Rising Sun. And that's quite fitting for this channel, as yesterday I uploaded the last video of the playthrough of the Rising Sun campaign. I highly recommend checking it out. It's been super fun. Especially like the levels 6, 7, and 9 were really unique Dominion, and then the Typhoon levels also super great. So if you want to see more of these kinds of cards that we see right here, you can check out the campaign. I think I'll link it right here in within the video. But yeah, let's focus on today's kingdom. We have some really strong cards. Rising Sun is quite the strong expansion, has some really powerful things going on. Although here the most powerful card of Rising Sun is not even in the kingdom, yeah, it's Daimyo, there is no question. But still, we have strong cards and also a strong event and a strong prophecy, which I'll get to in a sec. But as you can see over here, the kingdom consists of everything you might want for an engine, right? We have some mountain shrine trashing. Change can also trash your starting cards. Rice broker as well, great for copper trashing. Now, then we also have some cursing and snake witch, which you can return to its pile to curse the opponent, but also, yeah, I don't know, Ronin for draw, especially nice with Rustic Village, decreasing your hand size. Artist also good draw with Alley, especially being able to put itself into play. Riverboat as a duration that has set aside a gold mine, which you can see over here. And um, yeah, Goldmine is notably the only plus buy, although with change, in principle, you can still gain multiple provinces per turn if you manage to play multiple changes and somehow pay off the debt during your turn. And you might facilitate this by playing a bunch of tea houses, playing a bunch of mountain shrines, some virtual coin to to feed off of. And note that by playing a gold mine, gaining a gold for +4 debt, and then turning said gold into a province is essentially the same as getting a province for 6 debt, as change will just turn the gold into a province for 2 debt. But yeah, and these are the kingdom cards, pretty strong, but even stronger is the prophecy, Kind Emperor. At the start of your turn, and when you remove the last sun token, gain an action to your hand. And sun tokens, omen cards, are Tea House, Rustic Village, and Mountain Shrine, so it's very likely I would be incredibly surprised if Kind Emperor wouldn't trigger, and then you can just go nuts and gain whatever engine component you need to your hand at the start of your turn and get going that way. And also there is Continue, which helps you, for example, with Terminal Collision, as it allows you to gain a non-attack action card costing up to 4 for 8 debt. So that's kind of a trade-off, but then also you return to your action phase and you play that action immediately. So it's essentially +1 card and +1 action already in just playing that action. And you also get 1 action and a buy. So, I don't know, you can open double terminal, change Mountain Shrine, for example, and if they collide, then you can just go for a continue. Although, arguably, the change stuff might be a bit on the risky side, as if you really collide them, then the change might just be a +3 money, as you might be in debt by the time you play it. Anyways, yeah, strong cards, as I said. Kingdom Plot also suggests that, although thinning and gains are not the most insane, but yeah, Tea House and Change together in a kingdom with a proper village do facilitate some good stuff. I'm not sure how much we're going to lean into the riverboat plus buy thing. It's the only plus buy, as I said, but maybe change stuff might just be faster and better. I yeah, although just gaining the golds off of the the gold mine and changing those into something better later might be worth it. But yeah, Alt VP, the only Alt VP here is Snake Witch cursing your opponent. I'm not sure it's really relevant, but draw is quite good, especially since due to Rice Broker being around, Mountain Shrine probably will end up drawing you two cards. You know, the Mountain Shrine has this thingy when there is an action in the trash, then it also draws you two cards, and I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if someone trashes like a Snake Witch to a Rice Broker to draw five cards. And yeah, brings us to the openings. What are we going to open with? I think we have quite a nice opening with the 4-3. We get to open Change or Alley. Alley might be to ensure that you see the Mountain Shrine. Change might be that you ensure that you can change into a 5-cost card. And also with Alley Mountain Shrine, you're guaranteed to hit 5, I believe. Yeah, so it's really just a matter of style, I guess. Um, yeah, actually, I'm maybe more inclined to go for the Alley Mountain Shrine, but yeah. Although you're not guaranteed to hit 5 on the reshuffle just because the Mountain Shrine buy on turn 2 puts you into debt. And if you then see too much of your money turn 3, then you might not hit 5, I think. But you do get through the whole shuffle, and that's and you cannot bottom deck change in Mountain Shrine. On the 3-4, I think it's Silver Mountain Shrine, Silver Change, sorry, but also could be Silver Mountain Shrine, also alright, which is not as good as the other thingy, but still might be like a C opening is still okay. It's just not as tempo heavy as the other openings. And yeah, I don't know. Apart from that, Rice Broker on the 5-2 looks really juicy. Just getting to cycle already early on and maybe trash like the Snake Witch to give yourself a boost of draw. I don't know. Maybe later on. But yeah, I think Change or Alley both are viable cards to go with a Mountain Shrine. It's really a matter of how risky, I guess, you want to play. Mm, and with Continue being around, we might lean into the Change Mountain Shrine thingy. AI does have the 5-2. Yeah, I guess we could even continue already, and just to make it more likely to next turn find the Mountain Shrine and the change, but that would mean that we don't trash with the change. And thus it's probably better to just buy a Snake Witch. And already I'm slightly regretting the opening. I guess here we can just go into an... If we go into a riverboat, we do get to trash one more copper. If we... Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Let's pay the debt here and continue the Mountain Shrine and trash another copper. Although this will leave us with 8 debt, it will put a riverboat into play. Yeah, I think it's worth it. But it's not optimal. With this change won't be able to trash, and while we are in debt, we might as well get into more debt and just pay off some here. And AI is also trashing. Do we want to get even more debt but put a gold into the shuffle? Maybe not just yet. Yeah, not just yet. Decline this, play the Snake Witch, and get out of debt. and probably just buy another mountain shrine. We're lacking our village next turn, but we'll probably just continue for a rustic village. Also, note that continuing for a rustic village might be really worth it if you manage to trigger Kind Emperor that way. Here, we won't trigger that, so it won't be worth it, but yeah, it is a play you might make. And yeah, I mean, do we want to continue here or just... I'm kind of feeling the Ronin. The Ronin in conjunction with continue might be really nice draw. Although, yeah, a Rice Broker might also be nice to get trashing faster. We do not get any Riverboat in play, but yeah, I think this is still really, really good. And we do get to, I think we just trash a copper, continue the rustic village, gain maybe a tea house to hand from the Kind Emperor, and then play the change for monies. I mean, this is also not optimal, is it? Yeah, I kind of messed this up by having the change not be mm, active, but yeah, I think still we're in quite the good position here, and yeah, probably we just play the riverboat to be honest, and get the riverboat stuff going. And now I think we buy another tea house. It could also be a rice broker. Next turn we might get gain an artist from the Kind Emperor to our hand. And yeah, we should start to province soon-ish, I think. And tea house I like just because it's virtual coin, which helps to change. And AI also goes for change stuff. We also get a curse into our deck. AI does a lot of things, but also leaves itself with 5 debt. Let's first... I think we can allow ourselves to gain a gold. Probably want to gain an artist now for some big time draw. And play the rustic village, decline that, play mountain shrine, decline that, go for some good draw. We are a bit light on village to be honest, so we will probably need to pick up another one anyways, and in that case we can actually just go for this, then play the... we can't play the change and change the gold into something and still continue. So then, sorry, I'm doing some of these decisions, but then we might want to play the artist here already. Go for the tea houses. Yeah, go for the change of gold into province. Actually play all of those treasures. Continue for a riverboat. Also, maybe we put a silver in there, which almost pays itself off. And just to have a bit more stuff in there. Also, could be a change. But if we continue for a riverboat, we won't be able to... Yeah, no, we need to continue for a rustic village. Yeah, I think it's still fine. We will play lots of stuff. Decline this. Draw up, trash out the curse, and end up with a clean a clean deck. Do we want to go for a mountain shrine and put ourselves in 5 dead? I don't think it's worth here, but it could be. AI is getting the Rice Broker, probably powering up. No, it's not powering up uh, the whatchamacallit, the mountain shrine just yet. And we should still just continue gaining gold. They're great targets for our changes. And probably just go for another tea house or another rustic village. One of the two. I'm feeling the tea house a bit more, although, yeah, our terminal situation is not that great. So maybe really just rustic village is best. And yeah, put a few unique cards in play. Can even discard here. Trash that. Discard because well, it didn't make that much sense actually to discard there. But oh well. Play the riverboat. Play the rustic village. Decline that. Change the gold into a province, just as we used to do. Draw almost up. Well, we can... What do we have down there? We have 2 coppers that we discarded. We have the province. We have a gold. We have... What else? What is the last card down there? I'm completely stupid, right? It's probably pretty obvious, but I think we can draw into it. Yeah, it's the curse, okay. And we can just province here. I don't think AI will be able to quad province next turn, so we should be on the safe side there. It also won't probably curse us again. And yeah, I think I'm liking our chances here. Now it is turn 10. It's completely crazy. We probably, depending on how many provinces AI leaves, we probably might want to go for another change. Let's play this first. Gain another gold, I think. How many golds do we have in deck? Or probably... Well, it's essentially a province for 6, but the question is whether if we just trash, I don't know, the Ronin into a province and the tea house, for example, or the gold into a province, whether we have enough money to then buy the last province. And yeah, probably we don't want to gain this gold. Just go for this stuff. Here we for sure want to discard. Also just because that makes it more likely that we find our artist. Can trash this curse here. Although we also can just start gaining the province and then draw up with the... I know, I was about to say, yeah, we don't want to play the Ronin anyways, so we might as well get further in the shuffle. I dislike having to play the tea house here because of the artist. I would love to use more of the artist for draw, but alas, apparently that's not going to happen. Yeah, no, we aren't finding the darn artist. Um, yeah, but I think we could play the artist was the very, very last card there. But yeah, I guess we might need to change the silver and just draw up. Now, here we really need to think about what's in our discard. We put a copper and a province there. We put a riverboat and a province there. We have the silver in hand. If we were to draw with the if we were to draw with the Ronin, then man, I think we don't have enough money to go for all of the provinces just yet, which is a shame. But because if we draw this Ronin now, we turn it into a province with this change. We only have 10 money, minus 2 is 8, minus 3 is 5 money, which is enough to, I don't know, get a duchy and should probably be enough to win against AI. But yeah, it's a shame you cannot change provinces into province. So I think we do play this Ronin, draw up here, and just change. Wait, if we change riverboat into province, how much? Yeah, we have 5 money left, so we might as well just play the riverboat and buy a province and an estate. Or do we need to buy a duchy here? How important is it mm, to go for the duchy and leave ourselves in some, or don't not play this riverboat essentially this turn? I'm not sure if AI goes for province. So it has 2 changes. It could potentially have 3 changes. If it were to play all of the changes to turn it in, then to turn stuff into duchies, then it would have 9 points plus the 6 points of a province. So 15 points. It's already not able to catch up to us as is, I would say. So we might as well just stick a snake witch in there, which might be a good target to a rice broker we could gain to hand. Yeah, since AI doesn't have any riverboat in play, I'm sure we are safe here. Like, what is it going to do? Yeah, somehow some of the mid-game stuff didn't turn out all too great. Actually, I think in the end, the Ronin, despite the continuous synergy, was a mistake. But nonetheless, we managed to have a lead that AI could not overtake, and thus it just ends the game here and leaves us with this 11-turn victory. Pretty fast, but I'm sure this one is possible in even fewer turns. Yeah, here's our deck, here's AI's deck, 5 provinces also, of course, pretty commanding. I'm a bit sad we didn't manage the 6 provinces, but yeah. Oh well, we would have managed even a duchy with that. But yeah. That wraps up today's video, and as I said, check out the Rising Sun campaign playthrough. It's been a lot of fun, and I will try to catch you in the next one. And until then, goodbye.